This is what we on right now. Listen.
We want more.
Get money.
We want more.
Get cars.
We want more.
Get clothes.
We want more.
We
want more.
Get money.
We want more.
Get cars.
We want more.
Get clothes.
We want more.
Welcome back to the Doug Stewart Show. Boy, eating a little bit of yogurt. Yeah, a little breakfast of champions. Yogurt. Exactly. Breakfast for people that got high blood pressure. Pretty much, man. Welcome back to the Doug Stewart Show. Hey, make sure that you go and vote for this week's Ball Penis Award by going to the Doug Stewart Show Facebook group, okay? If you're not a member, I think you have to ask permission. We let you in the group, and then you get to vote and see all of the great sports talk on the show after the show. That's what we call the Doug Stewart Show chat group. And so your Ball Penis nominees for this week are Big Apple Bastard, Sage Steele, the Orange Dude, who some people call President, Pastor Darnell Scott, or is it Darryl? I think it's Darryl Scott. Pastor Darryl Scott and LeBron James. This is tough competition this week, man. Tough competition this week. So we'll give you the Ball Penis Award winner or loser, depending on how you look at it, a little bit later in today's show. But we continue to talk about the Super Bowl this Sunday. If you're an ATL, you didn't have $5,000 for a ticket, and I think we actually even got the ticket prices here listed somewhere, which we'll talk about here in a second. But if you didn't, have the money to go to the Super Bowl or go to Houston and just hang out and tailgate with all of the Falcon faithful, you're going to be here in ATL and you look for a place to go and watch the game, I think you can still buy tickets. The Georgia Train Freight Depot, whatever they call it. Real nice look if you've ever been there. Your boy is hosting Phi Kappa Kappa's chapter of Omega Psi Phi Fraternity Incorporated, PKK WinterClassicParty.com. PKK WinterClassicParty.com. Right now, I think I was told that they have already sold over 1,300 tickets. Yeah. That's right. The price includes free food as well. I think you may even get a couple of drink tickets. I'm not sure about that. Don't quote me on that. But I know that the price includes food and everything, man. Real good look. Real good look. Fellas, if you want to see some eye candy, they're going to be out there. To all of you single guys. Oh, they're going to be out there. So come on through, man. Get your tickets at PKKWinterClassicParty.com. Let me make sure that's right. PKKWinterClassicParty.com. Bill Belichick and the Patriots have been pretty good against receivers. I was talking about Julio Jones in the last segment, man, and how, they're not going to stop Julio. And some of his numbers in the playoffs in the 4 or 5 games that he's had for the Falcons in the playoffs. The Patriots have only allowed one playoff touchdown to any first-team All-Pro receiver standing 6 foot or taller. Where did they get these stats from? The Patriots have only allowed 2 100-yard games to such players. Mushi Muhammad, I think, caught 4 passes on 10 targets for 140 yards with a touchdown in Super Bowl 38. And Terrell Owens caught 9 passes on 14 targets for 122 yards in Super Bowl, 30-something. They got the X's all mixed up, so I'm not exactly sure. So they pretty much, and they've been to the Super Bowl, 6 times. So they've been pretty good against big receivers, where it pertains, I guess, Julio Jones, Mohamed Sanu for the Atlanta Falcons. These are some big guys, and basically what that stat is saying that the Patriots have figured out a way to stop big receivers. We will see. I don't think they're going to stop no damn Julio Jones. I don't think that's going to happen. I don't care what. And then not only that, not only just the player and how good the player is, but we got to give credit to Kyle Shanahan, the offensive coordinator. You know, Shanahan's schemed and coached his ass off this year. I got to give him credit. Like, I was very critical of this cat. Not just me. A lot of people were critical of Kyle Shanahan his first year here in Atlanta last year. And what the Falcons did, it looked like Matt Ryan had regressed a little bit. He's turned it all around this year. You got to give him credit. Oh, how about this? How about this? Hopefully this doesn't come into play. The Patriots are 7-2 in games refereed by Carl Sheffers in the past 10 years. You know who Carl Sheffers is? He's one of the officials in this weekend's game. Then you have all of those types of things coming into play, like personal biases from the referees or whatever, which you will never be able to acknowledge or find out that's actually the case. But yeah, I mean, these officials are fans of Tom Brady and the cheating ass New England Patriots too. I mean, so they're going to try to call the game right, but their personal biases, their subconscious is going to say that, you know, Tom Brady and the New England Patriots should win this game. Tom Brady has more Super Bowl experience than the entire Atlanta Falcons roster. Wow. Tom Brady has been to 6 Super Bowls. The entire Falcons roster has been to 5. That's it. According to ESPN, only the Titans had fewer Super Bowl bets than the Falcons did in preseason. More people actually bet on the Cleveland Browns to win the Super Bowl than the Atlanta Falcons. Whoa. Wait a minute. We need to fact check that one. And I'm sure the NFL.com has done their fact checking. What? Before the season started. And you know what? This is a very good stat to kind of recognize how fans felt about the Falcons coming into the season based on how bad the end, and in particular the second half of last season, ended. Like, remember the Falcons last year? They started off like 7-0, maybe 7-1, and then I think they lost like 7 of their last 8 games. Like, it just got bad. So coming into the season this year, Vegas had more bets on Cleveland going to the Super Bowl than the Falcons. Praise his holy name. Wow. Wow. Lady Gaga is going to perform at halftime. The game will be played at NRG Stadium. I think you all know about that. In Houston at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Time on February 5th, which is this Sunday. Last year, the honor went to Lady Gaga in singing the national anthem. Depends on how you look at it. This year it belongs to Luke Bryan, a country star. Who the hell is Luke Bryan? I don't even know who the hell no damn Luke Bryan is, but he's singing the national anthem. How about this? Thomas Dimitroff mentioned this several times, but it's fine to be mentioned again. Thomas Dimitroff, the GM for the Atlanta Falcons, worked for the Patriots as a scout in 2002 and as the director of college scouting from 2003 to 2007. Scott Pioli, the assistant general manager, worked for the Patriots from 2000 to 2008. For the majority of his time in New England, he served as vice president of player personnel. Man, we got some cats that know how the New England Patriots think. That's good. That's phenomenal. Yeah. That's phenomenal. That's a good thing. And you know what? Out of all of the stats and all of the little nuggets that I'm giving you today about this game on Sunday, and you're listening to the Doug Stewart Show, that may turn out to be the biggest factors, is the familiarity with Dimitrov and Pioli to that organization and how they do things and how they tick, and giving the Falcons kind of like some inside information, some insider trading. If the Patriots were stock, like the Falcons are getting some insider trading with these two cats on their staff, man. And this is the thinking when Arthur Blank brought in Thomas Dimitrov. And I guess it was the thinking when they brought in Scott Pioli, is they want to try to, outside of the cheating, everything except for the cheating, they wanted to kind of emulate the success and the organizational structure that the Patriots had over the last 15 years. Okay? And it's worked. It's worked. Now, Thomas Dimitrov, a lot of people were down on him for the last couple of years, man, and blaming him for some of the missed picks in the draft and what have you. But ultimately it worked, man. The Falcons are in the Super Bowl. 404-382-0338. You can also email me at doug@thedugstewartshow.com. Let me read some of your messages in the chat room on Spreaker.com. Speaking of which, man, the all-new Doug Stewart Show, where we'll do the show live and we'll also have our own chat room, personalized chat room, is coming very, very soon. We are moving to a new house. Yes. We are moving to a new house very, very soon. So make sure that you stay in tune with the show by being a part of the chat group on Facebook, by following the show on Spreaker.com. Maybe you miss a show or two and you come back and we ain't here. We done left the house. We got a for sale sign in the yard. And we move into our new home on the DougStewartShow.com. Become a premium member, and so you won't even have to worry about that at all. Okay, by going to the DougStewartShow.com and become a premium member, all right? But that's coming very, very soon. We will keep you up to date on that. From the 47th problem, Matt Ryan has to do well in this Super Bowl. He almost has to lead his team to victory. If he doesn't, it will always be thought that Matt is not elite and can't take his team over the top. That stigma will be associated with him forever. Another Dan Fouts. Yeah, and it would probably be a little bit more. His reputation would be a little bit better than Dan Fouts because Dan Fouts never made it to a Super Bowl, but I understand the point you're making exactly. Yeah, it's time to barbecue a mildew. It's as simple as that. Now, how many more years y'all think Matt Ryan's got? Maybe 4 more years? Maybe 5 more years? So he's going to have more opportunities, and if they win, he'll have an opportunity to even, increase his legacy more by getting to another Super Bowl and possibly winning another Super Bowl. But, yeah, he's always been slightly above average to me. If you got 32 teams, I would probably have ranked Matt Ryan maybe 13, 14, or 15 or something like that as far as the NFL. So this is big. This is big. He's probably going to win the MVP award. We're waiting to hear about that here soon. And if he wins this Super Bowl, man, it can't take it away from you. And it won't be a situation like the Baltimore Ravens when they had Trent Dilfer or Brad Johnson for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Like, he's going to get a lot of credit. He's going to get most of the credit if the Falcons win the Super Bowl and bringing it home to the city. From Sidney Shownuff Jackson, outside that 1 year when old boy fell on Brady's leg, he has been healthy. I wouldn't be surprised if Brady tried to play till he was 41. Damn. And that's 2 more years. The question is, will he be in New England? The Pats never keep a guy before they have a chance to slow down. That's very true. The Patriots get rid of your ass before you start to turn the corner, before you start to lose a step. But I think that Tom Brady would be the exception to the rule. Yeah, you can go down the list of all the great players that they got rid of, right before they started to go downhill. They got rid of them right at the time where they were at the top of the hill and before they started going down and losing some of their trade value. The Richard Seymours of the world, the Lawyer Malloys of the world, they got rid of them. I think Tom Brady, and you're listening to the Doug Stewart Show, I think Tom Brady might be, because they love him so much and because he's done so much and he's a quarterback,